Fade in.
Fade in is right. What is going on, everyone? We're here. We're live a couple minutes late because I've been scrambling around trying to get stuff done. I got a haircut today. Had to look fresh for Vegas. I know I still got the green screen. It does not look very good today. The lighting must be off, but it doesn't fucking matter because we're here. We're live. We are ready to rock and roll. We already got a monster super chat that came in. Holy fuck, Animating Andy. Thank you so much. We're going to get to that in a second. Man, I am really excited for what we have coming up in the next few days, guys. Going to Vegas, Friday Night Tights meetups, Geeks and Gamers hanging out, a live recording of Friday. Well, we're not going to do it like in front of anybody, but we are all going to be together doing Friday Night Tights in a studio. It's going to be fan-fucking-tastic. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you guys for making it possible, making something like that, something that was realistic. Because if you guys weren't there each and every week, making Friday Night Tights bigger and bigger and bigger, there would be no demand for us to do a meetup. There would be no demand for us to do a live show together. No one would give a fuck. But because you guys are out there and you're entertained, that means the absolute world to me and to everybody that's going to be involved with it. I cannot wait. I cannot wait. +1 on the cut. Yeah. God, but when it's cut, now you can really see the green screen, huh? You can really see the green screen. I cannot wait till we're done with this stuff. Obviously, you guys know this is my usual setup, but I had to take it down a couple weeks ago. I've had the green screen ever since, and I don't think the lighting's very good in here today. And that's probably the reason that all this is happening. But Animating Andy, let me pull this up. I can definitely still pull this thing up. A big shout out to Animating Andy for a monster super chat, 100 euros. Hey, Ryan, how was your week? Also, here's some casino/fun money for your Vegas trip with FNT. Bro, thank you so much. If I had a clown horn, I'd hit it. Or an applause button, I would hit it. Thank you, my man. My week was good. So for you guys that know, as you guys start to roll in, we'll tell a little bit of the personal stories. I'm moving. I've been in California for the past 4 years, and I'm finally getting out of here. I was here for work. That is no longer what I'm going to be doing here. So I'm going elsewhere for employment, and that is going to be in Florida. I'm glad to be done here. California, there's a reason people come here to visit. There's a reason that some people don't stay. It's expensive as fuck. Obviously, the culture isn't for everyone, but the weather is very nice. I will say that. But I'm glad to be getting out, and I am going to be making my home in Florida, very close to Orlando, Florida, around other people, part of the Geeks and Gamers team. A lot of great things that are going to be happening there in the near future. But that means that since I have closed on that house officially, I've closed on that house, have the keys, everything good to go. So that happened in this past week. And then this week, since I'm going to go to Vegas, I'm moving out of the place I'm currently renting here in California. So I've been cleaning stuff up. I've been packing stuff, filling in nail holes on the wall, all that kind of crap, just to get it ready to be moved out of. So that's what I've been doing this past week. It has been incredibly, incredibly fucking busy. But I thank you guys for being here every step of the way with me. Appreciate it. Also, here's some casino fun money. I will definitely utilize that. Blood Scorpio says he killed a guy and has to flee. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. That's exactly what happened. Somebody's complaining that this live stream was in the recommended feed. Man, YouTube just knows what's up sometimes. Sometimes YouTube just promotes the right people at just the right times. So I'm glad you're here. Glad you're here. Limus merch. I don't know about that shit. I do need to get some other stuff up in the store, though, that I'm working on. The merch stuff. You guys want to see? Can you guys, you guys can hold on, right? You guys can hold on for just a couple seconds while I get a big thing of merch. Don't go anywhere, I promise. I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. Don't leave the stream. I'm on my way back. I have to come back up the stairs because I have a big thing of merch. So Jeremy has his tub. I have like one tub of merch. We've got koozies. I've got keychains. I've got buttons. I've got a bunch of stickers. I also, not pictured here, are some RK Outpost coffee mugs that we may be giving away in Vegas as well. I've had some people ask if they can get some of this stuff. And this stuff specifically is kind of reserved for Vegas. I'm not going to be selling it to anybody there. I just want to give it out to some people. But all this stuff will be available soon. Just, just be a little bit patient. That's what I'll ask. I'm holding it, Ryan, but I have to pee real bad. I don't know. But yeah, I have bags like the pulled together backpacks. We got a lot of good merch, so I'm really fucking excited. Raj H with Canadian $2 thumbs up sticker. Thank you very much. That is a green screen. Well, no, this was my background until about 2 weeks ago. But since I knew I had to take it down, I put a green screen up. So we'll go back. When I go into the real place in Orlando or close to Orlando, I will have not a green screen anymore. I'll be putting all of my stuff back up that you're used to seeing. But yeah, right now it kind of looks like shit, doesn't it? Around my head specifically. Bob Jansen is here, says I'm going to come. That's right. Some of us already have today. We got a couple super chats already, ladies and gentlemen. Biggles Mets for $5. Are you ready for the greatest stream on YouTube? The man, the myth, the legend, Ryan Kinel is now live. See you on Friday. Can't wait. Hype man in the building. Yes, Biggles. You got to get with me as soon as you know kind of what time and everything you're coming in. That will be fucking amazing. Me and the hype man meeting in person in Vegas. Fuck yeah. Saberian Dream for a couple Streamlabs. Have you ever seen the older Reboot cartoon from the 1990s? Reboot cartoon? I don't know what that is. I'm not sure. But I'll have to keep an eye out for it. Where is this? Saberian Dream for another $2. One of the biggest reasons I hang around and got mad respect for you is that you tell the people what they need to hear, not what they want to hear. It's important. People selectively forget things too easy. Well, thank you, Saberian Dream. I say this all the time that whatever I'm telling you, it's not because I think someone might want to hear that or whatever. It's because it's my fucking legitimate take. If I have a take that I think maybe you guys fucking like, maybe just everyone will despise or something, maybe I won't talk about that thing all the time. I'll put it out there. I'll say, hey, this is what I think about it. And maybe I just don't make it my fucking mantra all the time. But I only want to give you guys what I actually think. I don't want to fucking hide. I don't want to bullshit you. I don't want to make a video about what I think you want to hear. I make a video about truly what I think, and I give my honest takes, whatever that may be. Now, some people might be on my side at the time. Some people might not. Some people may come around to that way of thinking, as we've seen with some things before. And that just is what it is. You know, I'm always going to be honest and give you guys my true thoughts, because if you don't do that here on YouTube, eventually it'll catch up with you. It will. This is like the audience on YouTube. You guys sitting here in the chat are here because you think that I'm being real with you. If you thought I was just sitting here spinning some line or whatever that I didn't truly believe, you'd leave. That's why so many of these like access media types are struggling. Look at these like comicbook.com or Screen Rant. They have big YouTube channels, right? They have big YouTube channels with a lot of subscribers. They got a big social media reach. Nobody watches that shit because it's full of people like that don't believe anything or care about anything and just want to get like an interview or something. And, you know, I'm always going to give you my genuine take regardless of who's on the channel or whatever. So that's why I'm always going to be for you guys. So you can rely on that. Thomas Gilkey for $5. Much love, brother. See you this week. Yes, Thomas. Hell yeah. Can't wait to see you in Vegas. Keep being you. Can't wait to meet you. Hopefully I can take a picture with you. Yes, we will be all in. We will be all in to take as many selfies as we want. I say this often. I hate fucking taking selfies, but if you guys want to take a picture, I don't know why you would, but you're more than free to take a picture with me. Electric Eye for $5. Ryan, been watching for a while. Well, thank you for now making an appearance. I live in Aberdeen, Washington. What a past few days. Thanks for supporting Don. Yes, we're going to talk about Don, the Don. That's who we're going to talk about today. I cannot wait to talk about the Don getting the last laugh. When it comes to everything, this dude is winning in so many ways because he stood up to cancel culture. These fucking weirdos that want to try to cancel people, that literally go in just to fucking try to go viral and try to get sympathy, to be some type of victim, get absolutely demolished by someone simply standing up to cancel culture. You fucking love to see it. But I'm glad you're watching from Aberdeen, Washington. I hope you go in there, and even if maybe you don't like anything in the store, you do something to like support the business. Let him know. If you can go there, let him know that there's a lot of people. There's a lot of people on his side. He's got a lot of support, and that he's got a lot of fans out there. And that we'd love to have him on Friday Night Tights. Honestly, that'd be cool as shit. Even just for like a 15 or 20, 30 minutes. Rachel Lindberg for $20. Sauron cosplay for 20 says, I can't go to Vegas to meet y'all. Maybe an East Coast meetup, but I hope everyone going has a great time. Thanks for being honest and awesome, Ryan. Well, you are very welcome, Rachel. Thank you for being here. Thank you for the support. Thank you for the support. That is incredible. And yeah, East Coast meetup. I'm going to be in Florida. We're going to be doing stuff in Florida. I can promise you that. I can promise you that. Merc S for Canadian $1. It doesn't say anything, but thank you very much for the support, Merc S. Before we get into some of the topics, let's go ahead and check Streamlabs. Saberian Dream with one more for $2 says, since Kurtzman's contract, all right. So since Kurtzman's contract has been renewed, I think that totally discredits certain YouTubers insiders forever. And this proves Kennedy will be staying past September. I can't wait. Means more good comedy in the times to come. Well, thank you, Saberian Dream. I altered a couple of the words in there, but I think everyone knows what you mean. Yeah, I don't really talk about Star Trek that much because I'm not too knowledgeable about the inside goings on and what happened, what Kurtzman has done to Star Trek. But yeah, I do know that there are a lot of reports and stuff out there that Alex Kurtzman's gone for sure this time. And sure enough, he gets re-upped to like a multi-year $100 million deal or something like that. So that is what it is. You know, that's the way it falls sometimes. And that's what happened. Is Ryan the new Florida man? Potentially. I don't know. I don't know if I can match drunk 3PO. I don't know if I can do that. I think Kennedy will stay through the end of 85. So do I. I think a lot of people do. I think that makes a lot of sense, doesn't it? You know, she is producing that. She's involved in that. She's more involved in that than she is with a lot of Star Wars stuff. Not that she's banned from any sets, because that's not true. But yeah, like she has always been more closely associated with Indiana Jones than a lot of Star Wars stuff. It makes sense to me that she'll stay there through Indiana Jones. That's what I think. And no insider information. Just what I think. D for Aussie, $50. Holy shit. Thank you so much, D. Have a drink or two on me as I'm in lockdown in Sydney. Cannot go out and have a drink for the Friday Night Tights in Vegas. Thank you, my man. I'm going to get to buy so many drinks out there. That's going to be fucking awesome. D for Aussie, 50. I do really quickly want to say that is, it's fucked up that you're locked down. It really is. Like, I can't explain. I try not to get too political on this channel. Obviously, Trump's in the thumbnail because of something Mark Hamill said about Trump that's very hypocritical. We're not going to go super deep into politics or anything like that. Maybe that'll be for a different channel that I fucking have sometime in the future. You never know. But I do think, right? Like, I do think that regardless of any of your thoughts politically when you see shit like this, right? Doesn't matter what side of the aisle you're on, because frankly, you know, both sides to some extent are doing bullshit like this. When you see Obama's maskless Martha's Vineyard birthday party, right? And you see, you know, the former president and a bunch of socialites, rappers, late night TV hosts, members of the media, other politicians, no masks on, dancing, having a good time while they're trying to tell you that you need to fucking stay locked down, that you need to obey, you need to submit and obey because that's what's best for everyone. This is bullshit. These are elites. They think they're better than everybody else. They think rules should only apply to those plebs down there. They're going to do whatever they want, whether they've got the jab, whether they're wearing masks, whether they're social distancing. It just goes to show that so much of the shit out there is hypocritical, fear-mongering stuff meant to control you, because clearly they don't think it's in their best interest for health, right? For this to happen. The quote-unquote science keeps changing somehow. Oh, it keeps changing. Well, it was this, then it was this, then it was that. 15 days to slow the spread. All this bullshit. People are sick and tired of it. And D, I'm sorry that you are locked down. I am sorry that you are locked down in Sydney over nothing. Effectively, nothing. No one's life is ever completely risk-free. It never has been. It never will be. There are things that come that we have to deal with. It's part of life. It's part of living and not being just hidden inside in a bubble for your entire existence. And listen, if you're one of those very much at-risk people, you should protect yourself in the same way that, you know what, if you're just fucking blind, if you're blind, you do certain things to protect yourself when you're going out in the world. You don't just fucking walk out with no protection knowing that you're at risk. If you're one of those people that are at risk, maybe you should evaluate if you feel like something's in your best interest to do that, then do that. Stop mandating everyone else do that. Stop segregating people based on that. Stop making them second-class citizens because of something that they're choosing to do. It's disgusting, and people have had enough of it. But that's my little quasi-politics spiel. Quasi-politics spiel. I'll try not to get too into it on this channel because it doesn't matter, right? For the most part, it doesn't matter. I don't like to get into it. Kind of like to about entertainment and stuff like that. However, there comes a point in time where it transcends that. This is about freedom. It's not just about fucking politics. It's about people's freedoms that are being trampled on a daily basis. And the people that are doing the trampling and they're trying to convince you that it's okay that it's trampled are having fucking birthday parties together, having fun, having a good time, while they want you to sit on the couch, watch your streaming service, and eat at McDonald's every day. That's the truth. And that's shameful. And it needs to be exposed and talked about at least a little bit. But thank you for the 50 Aussie dollars. Danny for $5. Excited to watch you bros in Vegas. Have fun, my man. Hell yes. Hell yes. Thank you, Danny. I'm looking forward to that as well. I can't tell you, like, I know that some people might like act differently, online versus when you see them. I am pretty much the exact same person. If you do meet me in Vegas, I'm the exact same guy. I fucking love talking to people. It's been talking to people has been part of my job for fucking ever. It's something that I've been really good at for a long time. I enjoy interacting with people, regardless of background, religious affiliation, political affiliation, whatever. I love talking to people, whether I'm laughing and joking or arguing or whatever it is. I love interacting with people, and I can't wait to do it in Vegas with so many of you guys. Dark Ultra for $10. How did you like Harley Quinn in the Suicide Squad movie? I'm going to talk about Suicide Squad because Suicide Squad, regardless of how you feel about it, it's going to lose money, I think. The second weekend will be the determining factor. But right now, it is not looking good in the box office for a lot of reasons. I'm going to compare all of the big HBO Max, Warner Brothers same-day releases, and we're going to talk about them and what this movie would have to do to make money. but it's going to be tough. It really is going to be tough. As far as what I think about Harley Quinn, I didn't like the middle of the movie where it's just her story. It's like the 10 minutes of her story. You could have just pulled that straight out of the movie. Not necessary. I thought the movie's about 20 minutes too long anyway. You could have pulled that out, wouldn't have changed the plot at all. And you could have just done it at the spot where she's getting tortured, if you know what I'm saying, before we get into too heavy spoilers. I think that's what it should have been. I think she is much better as a part of a group than the story. I'm tired of seeing Margot Robbie as Harley Quinn, like by herself. Like, she should be part of the story. She should not be the story. And with the exception of that 10 minutes of her solo, I thought she was fine in it. But you're not wrong about what you said. You know, of all the characters, you kind of know one of them who's going to be safe. Tipsy Rhino for $5. I can't wait to meet you guys in Vegas. I'm just afraid there would be so many people there. My anxiety will kick in. Love you guys either way. That's the thing. Like, you shouldn't be worried about, like, everyone's going to interact with people differently. Just try to fucking relax and have a good time. That's going to be my suggestion. Just try to relax and have a good time. It's all going to be fun. We're all going to be friendly. We're all going to be having a good time. So try to do the exact same thing. Bob Jansen for $20. Thank you, Bob. I've seen The Suicide Squad a couple times so far. Absolutely love this film. It's definitely a comic brought to life, but also these failures doing the right thing for the kids really sat well with me with recent headlines. #morals. Well, thank you, Bob. I'm glad you liked it. Let's talk about that first. Let's get right into The Suicide Squad. Before we get into talking about the Star Wars shop owner standing up to cancel culture, before we get to Mark Hamill's dumbass showing how hypocritical Lucasfilm is, let's talk about The Suicide Squad. Make sure I got so many fucking tabs. When you guys see these tabs, you're going to fucking lose your minds. You really are. You're going to lose your fucking minds. All right. Let's pull this up. Now, when it comes to The Suicide Squad, when you look at the critic scores, when you look at the audience scores, it seems like a lot of people have enjoyed this movie. Looking through the landscape, it seems like the majority of people that I've interacted with have said that they enjoy the movie. Not the greatest movie of all time, but enjoyable and fun. Exactly what you'd expect if James Gunn, director of the Guardians of the Galaxy, comes over and does a rated R DC movie called The Suicide Squad. For me, had some problems with it, a little slow at times, a little too much Harley Quinn in the middle. Wasn't a huge fan of the ending, dragged a little bit. But for the most part, I had a good time. I enjoyed myself. This movie did not preach to you, and I think that's one of the things that people enjoyed about it. There was some violence, there was some crude humor, and it wasn't woke. All things that we don't get enough in current day entertainment. But when you look at the box office results, it is not good for The Suicide Squad. Box office, The Suicide Squad opens to lowly $26.5 million as moviegoers stay home amid Delta variant. Now, regardless of the fact that I did think this was a pretty good movie, that I enjoyed this movie, I'm not going to sit there and use this as an excuse, right? Everything throughout the pandemic, everyone's had to deal with this issue. Has there been a little bit of ramp up lately in the fear mongering associated with it, with the restrictions that some states are putting on people to do certain things? Yes. However, it is what it is. The box office results are the box office results. Could it being rated R been a little bit of a factor as well? Sure. But the bottom line is that they expected this to do around 30 to 40 million, and it came in even below those very low expectations. And for a movie that cost $180 million, because I believe that was the production budget of The Suicide Squad, this movie needs to make $450 million worldwide before they start thinking about a profit. So right now, if it were going to continue this trend, it would be a flop, regardless of what people think about it or not. It would be a flop. And that's bad news for DC, and it's bad news for Warner Brothers. Now, one thing that I did, I pulled up the 4 big releases that we've had from Warner Brothers. We have The Suicide Squad. We have Space Jam: A New Legacy. We have Godzilla vs. Kong, and we have Mortal Kombat. Those were the ones that came to my mind. I know we had Wonder Woman 84, but that was way back in December. So I wanted to do the ones that were like in this year, the day and day release on HBO Max and in theaters. And when you look at the numbers, you see some similarities. So $26.5 million for the Suicide Squad, $45 million international. Remember, it was released an extra week internationally. So that number might seem better than it actually is, just in case you were wondering. And when we do go to summary, I wanted to go check it out. And where is the budget for this movie? Where's the budget? Full financials not available. If someone can find me the budget for this, I know that the budget is, I thought it was around $180 million, but maybe I could be wrong. Either way, doesn't matter. We're going to get into this. When you look at Space Jam, it made more money than the Suicide Squad, $31 million. Now it had a hard drop-off, 70% drop-off. When you look at Mortal Kombat, it opened to less than the Suicide Squad, another R-rated movie. So it made $3 million more than Mortal Kombat, but that had a disastrous drop-off. This movie made nothing. $83 million worldwide. Only cost $55 million to make. This movie still lost money for Warner Brothers. Godzilla vs. Kong is the real one that they're probably hoping to replicate, right? You look at that, $32 million in the box office, about $5 million above the Suicide Squad. But it sustained itself. Only a 57% drop and really continued to make money the entire time. Could the Suicide Squad have that type of legs? I think potentially it could. I think this movie's going to get good word of mouth. I think 1 in 5 people despises it. 4 in 5 people seem to enjoy it pretty well. That's my experience from everyone in the comments, people making videos, everything. Yeah, people are saying, yeah, around $180 million. Around $180 million. So you need $400 to $450 million before this movie starts to make a profit. That's going to be a really tough task for the Suicide Squad. And I think it goes to show a couple things. Yeah, the day and day release on HBO Max, we just compared all the different numbers for everything involved. It's right in line with a lot of those opening weekends. Also, a DC movie that I just feel like wasn't promoted very well at all. The trailers didn't get me excited for this movie. The trailers didn't get nearly anyone excited for this movie. I think a lot of people are tired of DC seemingly not having a plan. And I'll be honest with you, I know the opinions are pretty split on it, but I think there was more excitement about the release of the Snyder Cut on HBO Max than we've had for any other comic book movie so far, in the past year. At least from what I can tell, the excitement from the fans, the excitement on social media, that's what it seems like to me. The Suicide Squad not doing well. Will it end up losing money? I think so. And that's disappointing to me because I think we need more movies like this. Not afraid to have some fucking machismo, not afraid to have some blood and guts and tits and gore, all those things. That is kind of just, hey, go to the movie theater for 2 hours. Don't get preached to. Have a good time. We need more of that in the movie theaters, not less. Are there problems? I wasn't a huge fan of what they did with Starro. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of that. The 10 minutes of Harley in the middle, I could have done without that and just had her as part of the team, except that escape scene, which I did really enjoy from her. Overall, I enjoyed this movie. I think most people enjoyed this movie, but it looks like it doesn't matter because it is going to flop for a multitude of reasons. But you can't just sit there and say, oh, the Delta variant. There's so much other stuff going on at Warner Brothers, at DC, and in the movie theaters. But the Suicide Squad looks like it will lose money. The determining factor. But look, we looked at Black Widow, the opening weekend for Black Widow, and a lot of people said, oh, well, hey, look, it's a success. And then it had a precipitous drop-off. If you remember Suicide Squad 2016, which I think is a travesty of a movie, I would rather watch the Suicide Squad than the theatrical cut of 2016 Suicide Squad. That movie had legs. Like, it really did have legs. And even though a lot of people consider it a bad movie. So we'll see in the second weekend what this movie does. I don't think it's going to do well. I said I didn't think it would be a box office hit based on before I even saw it, the promotion, everything. And it turns out that maybe that's true. Maybe it just was not, it's not something people are interested in. I think that's the main fucking problem. Because before you even have your reviews out, it's just nobody's going. There's no excitement for it. And I get why. If I'm someone looking at DC, if I'm someone looking at DC properties and DC movies, I don't know, man. Like, if I'm not someone who's super into it and like has seen everything going on, seen what they did with David, I want to see David Ayer's Suicide Squad so fucking bad, like so fucking bad. And I hope they do release it at some point because I want to see what David Ayer's original vision for that was. But you just see the constant back and forth of what are they doing? This is connected. This isn't connected. This is a sequel, but kind of a reboot. Whatever they're doing, I think it's turning off audiences at a time where they should be capitalizing on everything and grounding Marvel into the dust. But it is what it is. Where am I? The historian with the couple super chats. All right, so these are random accusations against someone. These are random accusations against someone. I'm not gonna, I know nothing about what I'm talking about, so I'm not even gonna put that out there. It's talking about Jesse Miller and Mecha Random in Vegas. So I have no idea what that's talking about, and I'm not someone that's gonna put out anything like that. I appreciate the super chat, but that's not something that is gonna come out of my mouth and be clipped. We'll put it that way. But yeah, if you're interested in that, you can check out the super chats that the historian just put out there saying Fandom Menace should call out Jesse Miller. So Bob Jansen for $5 with headlines like Disney park employees being arrested. Seems like Rick Flag throwing his life away. Quote, for the kids just works for me. Hashtag morals. Well, yeah, fucking spoiler right there. So we are going to talk about spoilers. I guess I should have maybe said that. I'm sure super chats and things like that will talk about spoilers. So just a I don't know, what do you call it? Just a warning, spoiler warning out there for all you guys. The Maxwell is here. Look at that fucking profile picture. Ryan Kinel. Shut your mouth. Close the stream. Fuck, please. The fuck does that mean, you dumb cuck? Go fuck yourself, cocksucker. Members who have access to the spit emoji. I think we've found our target. For the day. S's in the chat to spit on the Maxwell. Spit on the Maxwell, please. If you want to. I mean, no one's forcing anyone to. Just saying. But yeah, for channel members, you do have access to that spit emote, which is very useful in times like these. Let me go ahead and check the stream lives. Thank you guys for being here. 1,100 people. 1,100 people in the chat right now, which is fucking awesome. Riff Magos for 5. Hail Ryan, sharing some much-deserved love. You're a fucking legend. Thank you, Riff Magos. I appreciate that, brother. I appreciate it. President-elect Archie Bunker for $5. Buy some trash bag, bottom-feeding, gutter slut action in Vegas on me. For $5, I might be able to actually meet that. All right, I might be able to do that. I might be able, for $5, to buy a trash bag, bottom-feeding, gutter slut. We'll have to see. I don't know what the going rate is in Vegas, but I'll check it out, man. Thank you. Saberian Dream with a couple Streamlabs. You might like Reboot. Season 1 aside, which suffered heavy censorship and interference. Season 2 is like the MCU, but Season 3 is pure 90s grunge. It's the new Jedi Order of kids shows. I do like New Jedi Order. Matrix is almost like the comic version of Quinlan Voss, not TCW. Oof. Do you know who George Carlin is? Yes, of course, George Carlin. You remember his big rant about our weak generation obsessed with germs. That's how I feel. A liberal who rejects liberal orthodoxy. But yeah, that's what COVID is. Not a coincidence it showed up after he died. Yeah, I think that I don't understand the people that want to bend over for the government, right? I don't get it. The people that I don't get the people that want to bend over constantly for a story that keeps changing. I think everyone should just feel free to live their life and do whatever you want. You know what I mean? I think that's how most people feel. And 99% of the time, as long as whatever someone else chooses to do isn't really encroaching on you, then should be fine, right? I think that's the way most people function. Like we're going to talk about with what's happening in Aberdeen, that's the way most people feel. It's only when what you're doing or what you're trying to do affects them in their business, which they will really start to retaliate. Right? I think that's usually when it becomes a problem for most people. All right. Still over 1,000 people watching. You guys are fucking incredible. You guys are fucking incredible. Complete Canine of Maryland, K9 says, from one hardworking conservative to another, God bless. Well, thank you very much, Complete Canine. Complete Canine of Maryland. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate that. Appreciate that very much. Amani Wilson, how long has this been going? 37 minutes and 5 seconds, my good friend. And my nerdy home is in the chat. Thank you, Steph, for always modding like a boss. I see Biggles was modding earlier as well. Benzo couldn't be here today. Benzo's usually here as well. My mod's always fucking killing it. Rachel Lindbergh. No, you are fucking incredible, Ryan. Thank you, Rachel. Sheep is in the house. What's up, Sheep? Good to see you, man. Good to see you. Brightest day for $5. What kind of beer you gonna want in Vegas? What kind of beer am I gonna want in Vegas? It kind of depends on my mood. I will do anything from a double IPA to a fucking Miller Lite. It really just depends. I had a red trolley today. I like red trolleys. There's a couple local brewers here in San Diego. I forget who it is. Somebody makes a Tony Gwynn 394 pale ale that I really like. It's a little bit lighter than most IPAs. I dig it because it's a pale ale. It's not an IPA, but I dig that one. So literally anything, whatever you're drinking, I'll drink. I will drink essentially anything. Best time is now for $15. Wish I could hang with you guys in Las Vegas, but I have to travel to another city. Hope it's a blast. I think it will be. I think it is going to be so much fun. I wish you could be there. I wish everybody can be there. And if you can, please show up. It's going to be a good time. If you're on the fence, if you're not sure if you want to or not, just do it. Just do it. Imagine a drunk Az. Az will not be there, unfortunately. I do. I don't like Stone IPA, but I like Stone Brewery. I don't like their IPA specifically. That's like their biggest thing, so it's kind of fucking strange. Biggles says only a mod on the live channel and Twitch. Oh, well, whatever. Still, Biggles, you're still a mod in my heart. Thank you, Biggles. Four Horsemen. I've had a Four Horsemen before. I've had Four Horsemen the way it's intended with the shots. I've also had a Four Horsemen where they literally just they mixed it all together in like a lowball glass. Like I asked for a Four Horsemen and they brought it. I was used to getting them like shots, 4 shots. And they just brought me a lowball glass that had 4 shots all poured in it. I was like, okay. So I just drank it. It is what it is. Should we talk about Chad, Star Wars guy? Should we talk about Chad, Star Wars guy? Look at this motherfucker. Look at this fucking boss. Look at this man. 78 years old. Veteran of the Vietnam War. Who runs a Star Wars shop in Aberdeen, Washington. Just a Star Wars fan that has his own little shop, right? under attack from these cancel culture fucking lunatics. I don't think I shared my audio, so let me share my audio real quick. Forgot to fucking do that because we got some video to play. I know you guys want to see it. I know you're all clamoring for it. I'm going to have a Corona. I'll have a Corona on the Delta flight. Sure, I'll fucking do that. Sounds good to me. Transgender city council member harasses a Star Wars shop owner over a sign in his store. The shop owner is having none of it. This is a planned attack by a radical city council member on an elderly small business owner. This dude is a fucking badass, guys. I want to reiterate, just like I did in my video, the vast majority, right? The vast majority of people, I think 99.9% of people, as long as what you are doing is not infringing on their life or their business or on their children, right? Even if they disagree with your lifestyle, even if they wouldn't live their life that way, even if they morally disagree with it, they're going to say, you know what? Individuals are individuals and, you know, you're free to make that decision. When someone comes into your store knowing that they have a disagreement with you about something and tries to get you canceled, tries to get the attention of all these people to get your business shut down, and when that said individual is a member of the city government, it's fucking despicable and disgusting and disturbing. That's what this case was. So we have a transgender. I want to be very careful. I want to make sure I play by YouTube's rules. A transgender woman who's a city council member goes into this store because of a sign that everyone knows is there, that she knows is there. Just out. This is what the sign says. Just out. Dr. Seuss's new book. If you're born with a dick, you are not a chick, period. Right? Now, he put this sign out in response to several months ago when Dr. Seuss's, some of the books were pulled, when they were canceled, right? A bunch of Dr. Seuss books were canceled. That's what happened. That's how the sign got to be there. People know about this sign. It's well known. And this person knew that this sign was up at the shop when they went in there. And they decided to go in to start a fight about it and film it. Let's listen.
You're gonna put that up and you're gonna let everybody else see it?
Well, everybody
When
loves
you're
it.
confronted by a trans woman, you're gonna hide it?
Everybody loves it.
No,
They
I don't
take
think
pictures
so.
of it. They post it. 9 out of 10 customers love it.
Yeah.
All right. So this person has their spouse, I believe, filming right now with the intention of confronting this person, with the intention of this going viral in an attempt to cancel them, right? In an attempt to cancel them. This man put the sign away. When he saw that a trans person was coming in, he put the sign away because he thought, you know what? They might be offended by that. They might be upset by that. I'm just going to put the sign down to not fuck up their day. It's not enough. It's not enough because that was never what mattered. It was never the fact that, oh, maybe he's going to be nice and interact with someone in a nice way. It was that this person wanted to cancel this person because they don't like the way they think.
You know what? It's bullshit.
No, what you're spouting is bullshit.
No, it's not.
It
Trans
is.
women are women, sir. That sign is bullshit.
I'll tell you what. Just check it out. It ain't bullshit.
I'm telling you right now, as a trans women are women. Your
Well,
sign
I'm
is
telling you,
bullshit.
as a man, that's bullshit.
The height difference. The height difference. I can't get over it. Again, the reason this is backfiring the way it is because of the target that this individual chose. This is a guy whose store is respected in the community. This is a man who is 78 years old, is a veteran. Everybody has a grandfather or an uncle or something like that who's probably served in the military that has a story somewhat like this man's that they can relate to. Everyone can relate to this guy just trying to run his fucking business. There's not a lot of people that can relate to this person.
It is. It's total bullshit.
Okay.
You know what? Nobody confronts your ass. That's the problem.
Really?
If they'd say,
Really?
what the
You want to bet?
what the fuck is
Do you know
going
what
on?
I've had
Do you
to
know how
live
many
through?
people you've embarrassed at,
Oh,
City
wow.
Hall?
Me, an
They have
embarrassment to City
they
Hall?
have
Really?
to tolerate
You're an
that
embarrassment
shit.
to the city, sir. You are an embarrassment to this city.
I am a
And
pillar
I
in
make
the
sure
city.
that everybody knows.
I'm a pillar in this. Now
Oh,
you
yeah.
do that. Do you know why? Every time.
He's about to say something that's very true. Because when you stand up to this bullshit, there are people that will support you. More people need to understand this. When you stand up for yourself, when you don't bend the knee, this guy has no interest in bending the knee. He doesn't have time for that shit. He's nearly 80 years old and he runs his business. He's not going to get on his knees for this person who's trying to abuse their power and cancel him.
Time some bullshit like this happens, my sales go up because people are wanting this.
Really?
Really.
We're going to show them the side of you, and
You do it. You do it. You do it really good. Because guess
hopefully
what?
we can wake you up.
You are fucking nuts.
Let's wake you up.
You
to the
are
truth,
nuts.
sir.
You're not a woman. You don't look like a woman. You don't act like a woman.
Really?
You're fucked
Really?
in the head. What's
Oh,
wrong with
really?
you?
I'm fucked in the head.
First of all, I've noticed a lot of people pointing out this city council member has well-developed calf muscles. That's what a lot of people are saying in the chat. So I see you guys talking about that. But he's saying, listen, every time something like this, every time someone tries to start a controversy, my sales blow up. Because guess what? The vast majority of people support this man. The vast majority of people support people's right to think for themselves and not be bullied by someone into thinking a different way. This is a member of the local government walking into this man's store, trying to use their power to get him canceled. And he says, no. He says, you're fucked in the head.
I am confronting you
Yes, sir.
that you are an asshole.
And I'm confronting you that just because I walked into your store, you felt the need to take your sign down.
Well,
But it's
I was
degrading
thinking
everybody in my
I
community.
was thinking I was going to be nice,
What?
but no.
Be nice? Be nice? Putting that sign up is not being nice. Putting that sign up is fucked up.
You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put it on my TV out.
Good.
So he says, well, you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to put it on my TV. Make sure even more people can see it if you're getting so fucking upset about it. And people have kind of rallied to support this man. I got some other shit to show you guys. Data Racer did so much of this stuff. So shout out to Data Racer. Always does incredible work. These people doxed this man. Now his name is out there. His last name is on his store, obviously. But they put out his phone number. They tried to rally a bunch of people to come there to protest this man's place of business. Didn't work out very well for them, did it? It didn't work out very well. And I want to show you. These are the 5, Deadwood Dale. Let's all laugh at the 5 rejects who thought they could intimidate the 79-year-old Star Wars shop owner. These are the people that showed up to protest. And while they were here, there were dozens and dozens and dozens of supporters for this dude who were running by with American flags, honking and supporting him at the shop. These people got blown the fuck out of the water. I think Az put out something as well. Where's Az? Here. The absolute window lickers that came out to protest Don Suker were either dumb as fuck or fake as fuck. Pick one. I didn't know transphobia was a Second Amendment right. This can't be real, dude. This can't be real. This fuck with a face mask. This shit can't be real. And then this person says Carice. Carice Fisher would be appalled, maybe. It's tough to tell. They don't spell very well. But they are retarded after all. So that might be a problem. Listen to this dude talk to the news. The news tries to get involved. The news comes and says, well, don't you think that could be hurtful? Some people think that sign is hurtful. Listen to what Don says.
Yeah.
And some people think it's hurtful.
Well,
He told us that this hurt.
But here's the thing. I don't give about feelings anymore. I'm 78. I went to Vietnam to fight for all this. Do you think I care about some feelings? Absolutely not.
Supporters of the councilwoman are planning a protest out in front of the store Saturday morning at 10. Don Zucker says he is calling on some of his backers for a show of support at the same time.
And of course, we know how that went. Just like I said, there were so many people showing up to support him. Effectively, no one there. This city council member, tagged Mark Hamill on Twitter, tagged George Takai, put it up on Facebook, tried to share it all around. Got blown the fuck out of the water. Because normal people do not support people trying to press their viewpoints and their way of living on other people like that. Going into their place of business, trying to get them and shut them down. That's fucking bullshit. And people are standing up and supporting Don because, one, a lot of people kind of agree with him, but two, they're going to stand up for someone when they're being canceled in such a bullshit way. Look at these reviews now. It had the opposite effect. 4.9, it's as close to 5 as you could fucking get. 6,400 reviews. A lot, this is on Google. There's others on Yelp, other places as well. The vast majority of these have come within the last couple days from people that stand up for and support Don Zucker for what he is doing. It's not about like his thoughts about what's going on. It's not about that sign. It's about the man's fucking right to have a goddamn opinion. A right to have an opinion at his own private place of business. Even if you don't agree with what his sign said, which again, we're not even getting into that. But even if you don't agree with the messaging of his sign, you can look and see what's happening and realize that it's disgusting and disturbing for these activists to try to cancel a dude for something like this. Congratulations to Don for standing up. A shout out to each and every person, whether they've tweeted it out, whether they've shared a video that was made in support of Don, whatever it may be. That's the reason that his message is getting out there. That's the reason that so many people are supporting him, because people saw that and said, this is fucked up. We're going to let everybody know what's going on. Did not work out for the city council member. They tried to cancel him. I hope that he does everything he can to, if that person is not punished by the government, as a sitting city council member, to do that to someone else to do that to another person in the community, that is completely fucked up. We'll see what Don does going forward. But shout out to Don Zucker. Curtis D of Montana for $5. What's up, Curtis D? Hi, Ryan. You and the Geeks and Gamers crew should hop on a plane and go to Don's Star Wars store after Vegas. It would be epic. Yeah, it would. We got 1,300 people watching. Thank you, guys. 1,300 people. Fuck yeah. Thank you. Yeah, that would be pretty cool. If I was ever up in that area, 100% I would. As far as I have things I got to do after Vegas. I don't know if you were here for the beginning of the stream. After Vegas, I'm coming right back, and movers are coming, and I'm moving my shit across the country to go to Orlando. So I'm not going to have time for that, but definitely support anybody who would. Vicidius comes and drops a bomb $100 super chat. Doesn't say anything, but thank you so much, Vicidius. Vicidius, very active member over in my locals community. So shout out to him for always posting good stuff in there. If you're not a member of locals, go check it out. I got the link in the bio. I love locals and what we're doing and what we're continuing to build over there. Also, a perfect time to give a shout out to the sponsors. Ride On is a channel sponsor. I know it might not necessarily appeal to all of you guys, but you probably do know somebody who Ride On would appeal to. So they make sights, they make scopes for guns, they make binoculars. So if you're an outdoorsman, if you're someone who owns a gun and is looking for a sight or a scope, if you have a hunter that you know in your life, whether it's a relative, whether it's a friend, something like that, Ride On is definitely one of the best places I could recommend to go. A lot of former military, a lot of former law enforcement work for Ride On, and they very much support people's right to free speech, right to stand up for themselves and say what they think without fear of backlash, without fear of being canceled. So shout out to the guys at Ride On. Please do give them a follow on Instagram, follow them on Twitter, and check out their website. Like I said, I know it might not appeal to everyone in my audience. Not everyone in my audience is probably looking for a sight or a scope for a gun or binoculars, but you probably know somebody in your life who is. So if that happens, please think of Ride On when you guys are encounter those people in your lives. And shout out to them for sponsoring the channel as well. Do they do international orders? You would have to check their website, John. You'd have to check their website. I'm not 100% sure. I'm not 100% sure. They probably do, but it probably depends on the country. That'd be my guess. Humor and Waffle says, Ryan has been officially banned from SeaTac Airport for rampant, unapologetic misogyny. Supposedly, the complaint was made by X-Ray Girl. That wouldn't surprise me. X-Ray Girl trying to get me canceled. Wouldn't fucking surprise me at all. Gabriel says, I'm from Puerto Rico and I support this man. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hit me up in Vegas if you want party favors. All right. Well, you know where we're at. You know where we're at, man. You guys know where we'll be at least on Thursday and Saturday. The Millennium Fandom Bar at 6 p.m. Pacific time through undetermined time. That's when the two meetups will be happening. It's going to be a fucking blast. It really is. I cannot wait for this. It's going to be a good time. I can't wait to see a lot. It's going to be a first time meeting some of the Geeks and Gamers peeps, It's going to be my first time meeting some of the Geeks and Gamers peeps in real life. It's going to be the first time I've seen Jeremy in over 2 years since I met him. So, yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. We're obviously going to be doing live streams and recording videos and things like that. We are playing golf as well. I don't know if Jay's going to be able to make it, but I know that myself, Gary, and Jeremy for sure are playing golf. And I posted a little reel to my Instagram just to let Jeremy know it's already done. It's fucking over. He's coming to the course in a coffin because the match is already over. I can promise him that. Let's hit some of these Streamlabs. Holy cow. You guys are blowing up the Streamlabs. Mexican Iron Man for $10 says, great job on videos this week. Can't wait for you to get to Florida, and I'll make a trip to visit you in jail. I almost said you in jail. Let's see. Can't wait for you to get to Florida, and I'll make a trip to visit you in Jay. Hail RK Nation. We're unstoppable, and you are unstoppable. Thank you, Mexican Iron Man. Huge supporter. Always has been. Always will be. Thank you, brother. And then Sensei Mike dropping bombs with $200 Streamlabs. Holy shit. Thank you, Sensei Mike. For 100. He says, would like to stream with you sometime. Well, thank you, Sensei Mike. Get with me in DMs. We'll set it up. And then for another $100 said, would like to live stream sometime. We think alike. Fuck the haters. Yeah, bro, get with me in DMs. I'm not always super prompt about answering them, as a lot of people in the chat can probably attest to. You can probably attest to. But yeah, just let me know. Get me on Instagram or get me on Twitter, and I'll get back with you. So thank you, dude. Thank you so much. Horror Amarada for $10. Buy yourself a couple of extra drinks in Vegas. I am going to be so fucking hammered. I'm going to be fucking hammered the entire time we're there. I cannot wait. Because so many people are saying, buy a drink, buy a drink, buy a drink. And of course, I'm going to. Someone's saying, what's the attire for Thursday? Literally whatever you want. Whatever you want. I'm probably going to be wearing fucking this same shit that I wear to stream. Well, I'll probably be wearing actual shorts instead of like athletic shorts. But I'll probably just wear shorts and a t-shirt. It may be somewhere I wear jeans and maybe a button up or something at some point, but no, it's not going to be anything fancy. Come with literally whatever. The Millennium Fandom Bar is literally like a nerd bar, right? It's there's a lot of stuff in there from movies and comic books, stuff like that. So definitely just come there and hang out. You don't have to feel pressure to wear anything super nice or anything like that. Yeah, it's going to be 105. So it's going to be 105. So keep that keep that in your keep that in your thoughts. I don't know about that. Skin tight dresses. Well, maybe. Well, I guess we'll see. Have some food in Vegas too, says Tina Guzman. Well, I will. And I guys, I broke my diet today. I had pizza today, guys. And it's good because I was down a total of 19 pounds. So close to that 20. And I'm driving to Vegas tomorrow. So, and had someone come into town today. So I broke the diet at lunch. Feels good. I feel really good. I needed to drop that weight and I did it and feeling fucking awesome now. Now it's time to fucking smash in more ways than one. A Trouble Green says, have fun. Wish I could go. I wish you could go too. That sucks. Next time though, for sure. What happened to Jay, Rippa, Jeremy, and yourself playing basketball? Still on as far as I know. In fact, I'm bringing a basketball to make sure that we are good to go. I'm bringing a basketball. I bet he has better legs than that councilwoman. I think they're okay. I can show you guys. Hold on. I'll do the Instagram reel since you guys are talking about it. This is what it's going to be. My life be like, ooh, ooh. Here, let's see. Boom. I don't know if it'll get copyright. All right, I'm letting it play because I got to get it to the right spot here. This is a message. This is a message straight to Jeremy, right? Straight to Jeremy. Let's see it. So I was listening to the fucking thing to make sure the audio was up because now we got to do the audio again. All right, this is the Instagram reel. This is my message to Jeremy. All right? It's fucking done. F's in the chat for Jeremy playing golf because it is already over, ladies.
My life be like, yeah. My life be like, yeah.
He's fucking done. It's
My life be like,
call it.
yeah.
Put him in a fucking casket. It's done. Jeremy might as well not show up. He might as well play left-handed. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Thank you, chat. Thank you for the F's in remembrance of Jeremy's golf game. Thank you. No, that was fun. I went to the range just because I wanted to make sure I played a little bit. I've never actually played around with those clubs. I've only gone to the driving range twice with them. So I'm going to be playing with pretty fresh clubs, but it ain't going to matter. It ain't going to matter. Isn't Jeremy in a wheelchair? If he's not now, he will be soon. No jump shot vid. You'll see a jump shot vid. Don't worry. You'll see a jump shot vid. When we get to Vegas, you'll see a jump shot vid. Don't worry about that. Nina's talking about Philip DeFranco. Philip DeFranco's an idiot. Philip DeFranco is a piece of shit and has been a piece of shit. Philip DeFranco ran a scheme. If you ever heard of BetterHelp, it was this online kind of like counseling thing where supposedly they would get you in touch if you had mental problems, right? Mental issues. They would get you in touch with these counselors and help you to battle your depression, anxiety, whatever. It was a fucking scam. It was a scam that Philip DeFranco benefited heavily from. And everybody that did it all fed back to DeFranco. He got a cut of everything for promoting BetterHelp. They weren't licensed. They recorded your fucking messages and your phone calls. So all the shit that you told these counselors that you thought was confidential or private, no, they could use all of that at any point in time. These people weren't doctors. They didn't have any kind of qualifications. Look up Mammology. My man Mammology. And if Mammology's still in trouble with YouTube, I don't know. I hope he doesn't fucking lose his channel, man. I really hope not. If you guys could do me a favor, let's see if Mammology he has a tweet recently about it. Still on his fucking banner. Let's see. God. Here. This is it. I haven't seen any updates since now. It's official. The channel is dead unless YouTube intervenes. I've quote tweeted this a couple of times. I know he has Mamology 102, but I hope if you could go and try to get some attention, tag YouTube, let them know what's going on. I know he has got it backed up on Odyssey. I know he's got a lot of stuff on BitChute too, but it would be a fucking shame. It would be a fucking shame for this channel to get yeeted. God, look at me. I'm fucking trying to save the man's goddamn channel, and he has a fucking meme picture of me in his banner. Nevertheless, try to get YouTube's attention somehow. Just ask them to please have a human review what's going on with his channel, because it's not right that he's getting banned. It's not fucking right. This is a guy who's been able to buy a house because of the support that he's gotten, not from streams, anything, just from making videos, short videos, not even putting a lot of opinions out there, just kind of putting things out there for people to see what people are saying and some of the hypocrisy that goes on with the media. So please do consider going and checking out and supporting Mamology, because he's a good dude. And I hope we can do something to get some of that attention so that he doesn't lose that channel, because they're phenomenal. You know, he does good work and doesn't deserve any of that bullshit. Biggles Mets for $2. Jeremy is done. F. Yes. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Rough girl keeps calling me Ryan. You're spelling my name like Ryan Johnson, but that's all right. You're totally going to be white girl wasted, but black. There you go. You're going to be white girl wasted, but black. I can't wait. I'm getting into town tomorrow. We've got a couple things we're going to do. Jeremy's going to be on the John Bartolo show. We're going to do a group show with John at some point in the week too. Friday Night Heights is going to record all of us together. And of course, we have the Thursday and Saturday meetups. It's going to be fucking awesome. Cannot wait. Let me go check Streamlabs. Do a little refresh over here. All caught up over there. Guys, we got to talk. White girl wasted, blackout slammered. Says Evan Martin. There you go. All right. So we got to talk about Mark Hamill, don't we? Now, I clipped out that video of me and Jeremy with Jeremy's dumb fucking audio that he had. With his dumb fucking audio. Here's a headline from Bounding Into Comics. Mark Hamill mocks new Donald Trump cards and compares them to Nazi Germany. Now, it seems to me, I seem to remember an event that occurred, I don't know, earlier this year maybe, where we were told that you can't compare things to things that happened in Germany in the 1940s. You can't do that. That's so disrespectful. How dare you? How dare you do that? That's just completely out of bounds. We're going to have to fire you for doing something like that. I think all you remember. I think all of you remember what I'm talking about. Of course, Disney fires Gina Carano. Lucasfilm puts out this disgusting statement about Gina Carano where they lie about her, and it wasn't spoken, so technically it's not slander. I suppose it's libel. Because of a post that she shared on Instagram that referenced certain things that are happening with certain things that happened in 1940s Germany. Not saying they were the same, not saying they were on the same level in any way, shape, or form. Just saying, oh, look at this. That's strange. But it's okay for Mark Hamill, who they are actively promoting, who they're actively selling posters of a young Luke Skywalker with dumbass fucking Baby Yoda with the stupid yellow lightsaber crystal, right? You guys know the one I'm talking about. They just put some on Disney Plus about behind the scenes of the return of Luke Skywalker, which I don't know why you get excited about that. Because guess what? A week after that happened, Pablo Hidalgo came out and fucking roasted Star Wars fans for feeling emotional about it. And then these motherfuckers fired Gina Carano. So I don't know why you'd be excited to see more Luke Skywalker after what they've proven they have done continuously over and over and over again. But there's no doubt that Mark Hamill is still involved at Lucasfilm with what they're doing. They're still promoting him, using his face in art while he's doing shit like this. The man cannot stop talking about Donald Trump. Cannot ever stop talking about Donald Trump. Despite the fact that Trump is no longer president, despite the fact that Trump has been banned on all social media platforms, despite the fact that hypocritic cocksucker Mark Hamill back in October said, I'm counting the days till this election's over so I can try to ignore politics and go back to tweeting showbiz, trivia, toddlers laughing, and heartwarming animal rescue videos like this one. No. Instead, nearly a year later, election over, Trump banned off every social media platform. Banned off every social media platform. Says it's not an official former guy, I can't even say Trump's name, item unless it contains at least one misspelling and or Third Reich imagery. This is obviously a fickle. Now what they're talking about are these mock-ups that were sent out to some members of like some Save America email address site, right? They were just mock-ups to see which design people liked. They weren't being put out or anything. But yeah, there's a misspelling. Fucking hilarious. Misspelling right there. And then this is what he means by Third Reich imagery. He's comparing Trump to Nazis, which we were told that wasn't okay, right? And this is really the problem. If Disney, if Lucasfilm is fine with people sharing their political opinions, then that's okay. That's how it should be. You know what? The UFC, Dana White has said, you know what? We let people speak however they want. If they want to support Black Lives Matter, they can. If they want to wear MAGA hats, they can. If they want to do anything and everything in between, they can. That's their right. You're going to be allowed to do that in the UFC. You're allowed to speak your mind. If that was the policy at Disney, I think it'd be okay. The problem is that that's not the policy at Disney. We were told, oh, nothing, that's going too far. You can't compare anything with anything that happened in World War II. That's just not right. That's why she was fired. Yet Mark Hamill can do this. Yet Pedro Pascal can do this. Because it's not that you're not allowed to share your political opinion. It's that you're only allowed to share one certain opinion. That is why this is a story. That is why we're talking about this. Because Lucasfilm continues to show this clear and blatant fucking hypocrisy. Disney displays this clear hypocrisy. It's disgusting. If you're going to let people speak their minds, everybody should be able to speak their minds. But if you're going to hold one person accountable for the things that you're claiming they're doing on social media, then it has to apply to everyone. But it doesn't. It's used as a political fucking weapon. And it's disgusting. Mark Hamill is literally insane. Again, for no fucking reason. He has no reason to even like hear about Trump or talk about Trump except he wants to, except he can't stop. He can't stop talking about the man. Because this dude truly has Trump derangement syndrome. That's what it is. It's a real thing. And it's not enough that he's banned from every social media platform, that he has no reason, like literally no Trump tweets are appearing in Mark Hamill's timeline anywhere. He is going and searching these things out. And if that's what Mark Hamill wants to talk about, that's fine. That's his business. But there's a hypocrisy involved with Lucasfilm. There's double standards involved with Lucasfilm and Disney. They are clearly being displayed here. That, you know, you can compare all these things to World War II, but not this. That's just disgusting. It has nothing to do with that. It has everything to do with fucking politics. Fuck Mark Hamill. Fuck Disney. Fuck Lucasfilm. It's bullshit. Timothy Fitzgerald. Why Orlando over San Antonio? Have fun in Vegas. Things just kind of worked out that way as far as job opportunities and things like that. So it's going to be, it's going to be Orlando, the Orlando area. It's not Orlando proper. It's in the suburbs of Orlando. But yeah, Central Florida. Fucking hurricanes and dumb shit like that, I guess. Vasidius for $10. Thank you, Vasidius. The reason Mark Hamill was mad about Luke Skywalker's character in The Last Jedi was because he wasn't playing Luke. He was playing himself. Yeah, maybe he was. Maybe Mark Hamill is just a cynical old maniac as well. It is what it is. Like the majority of people in Hollywood think like that. We've seen that over the past 4 years. The majority of the people in the entertainment industry. Now, if you can keep it out of your entertainment, that's really, I think, all most people are asking for. But in this specific case of Mark Hamill, the reason it's an issue is because Disney's fired other people for making these types of comparisons. That's why the double standard is so fucking blatant and disgusting. That's why this is getting so much attention. It's insane. That Trini Gamer for $5. Limus, Krista voice. Thank you, that Trini Gamer. Yes, Limus. The Limus has stuck. It is stuck. One rough girl for $5 says, see ya in Vegas. First drink on me. I'm getting wasted. Hell yeah, I will never turn down a drink. Like I said, I'll drink pretty much fucking anything. So thank you very much, One Rough Girl, for the $5. And I'll see you in Vegas. That'll be fun. Steven Wasick for $10. Mark Hamill's the voice of Skeletor in Masters of the Universe Revelations. He has lived long enough to become the villain, the fucker. I will say that he played the villain in Joker, or he was Joker for a long time as well, so he has been a villain before. I know what you're saying. I wasn't impressed with him, with his Skeletor voice, because it sounded exactly like Joker. That was my problem with it. Like Skeletor sounded exactly like Joker. I wish he could have done something else, but it wasn't. It was just his Joker voice, which I've heard a lot. It's whatever. Patrick H8 says Ryan knew he wasn't man enough to live in San Antonio. Listen, I went to San Antonio. I visited. I can't say I was super impressed. In fact, and someone in the chat can verify this. I met someone who was far more what I thought would be like a California person, but they were hanging around San Antonio. So I don't know, San Antonio. I don't know. Something's in the water there. Some soy-filled people that I met. I'll just say that. Johnny the Whiz Kid for $2. Disney's only for partisan politics, not bipartisan. Yes. 100,000%. 100,000%. Ask Charles Barkley. Charles Barkley has gotten in trouble for his San Antonio takes. That's for sure. That is a fact. That is something that has happened. That is something that has happened. Thank you guys for being here. Still 1,000 fucking people in here. 1,000 people in here. I appreciate the hell out of you guys. 1,300 people at one point we peaked out at. That's nuts. Big thank you to everybody that has been here and supported. We recently had 70,000 subscribers on the channel, a big milestone. Right around the same time that we crossed the 2-year on YouTube mark. So it was funny because I was looking at pictures, my Google Photos shares me shit that I've done this day, 2 years ago or whatever. And one of the things was the meetup in Las Vegas that I did where I met Gary for the second time. I saw him and Jeremy here at San Diego Comic-Con in 2019, and they both convinced me that I should start a YouTube channel. And that's how this entire thing started and got rolling. And never in my wildest dreams ever did I think that we'd be sitting here, that I have 1,000 people watching me, that I have 70,000 subscribers, that I would be running sports wars at 100,000. Like, it's all fucking been crazy. It's been a wild fucking ride. And the awesome thing is it's just getting started, you know? It really is just getting started. And I have people in this chat that have been here since the beginning, since my first video that I made. And, you know, I just appreciate the hell out of you guys. Regardless of if you just came across my channel today and subscribed because you like what you saw, or if it was 2 years ago, thank you very much for being here and for supporting. It means a lot to me. It really does. And the further along we go, the more motivated I am to continue to fucking crush it, continue to do great things. And that's what we're going to do in so many ways. Geeks and Gamers, Friday Night Tights, RK Outpost, all good things coming, guys. Still sticking with the day job, says Vicidius. I think I have to for right now. We're getting close, though. We're getting close. What's the Vegas event? The Vegas event is, let's see. The Vegas event is we're doing meetups, Friday Night Tights, the group that I stream with on Fridays. We're doing a bunch of meetups. So a bunch of Geeks and Gamers people are going to be there. Obviously, so many people from Friday Night Tights and that crew. We're going to be there. A lot of other content creators I know are coming as well. We're going to be doing 2 meetups, official meetups, one on Thursday, this coming Thursday, and one on Saturday at the Millennium Fandom Bar in Las Vegas. And we're also just going to be there doing other shit throughout the week. So it's going to be a whole lot of fun if you can make it. That'd be awesome. Mod Man says, I'm not political, but I hate woke garbage. Love your work. And Jeremy. Thank you. Trey says, I remember when you did the first DCEU stream a long time ago, Trey. That was like my second stream I ever did. The 4 horsemen were assembled. That's right. The 4 horsemen were assembled. Let's see. Where was I? There's Mamology's channel. All right, we're all cut up on super chats. All cut up on stream. Oh, actually, we're not. Matrix and Roadshow just sent in $10. Amazing you grew that fast. Don't remember when I subbed to you. Sorry, I have to admit, doing YouTube full-time the last month has been amazing, but a lot of work that I enjoy. Yeah, and you guys are killing it. Honestly, what Black and White's doing with their sports channel, they're pumping out so much content. There's a lot of good sports stuff to be talked about right now. There really is. And you guys are capitalizing on it. You're killing it. It's phenomenal. So I'm so happy for you guys and what you're doing. You guys got like 300,000 views yesterday or some bullshit, which is awesome. Awesome. Thank you for the super chat. I don't know if that's Rose or Matrix. Either way, I love both of you guys to death. Timothy Fitzgerald. 250,000 Cali losers moved to Texas last decade is why. Yeah. I don't know. I wasn't as impressed with San Antonio as I thought I was going to be. You know? I wasn't as impressed. I don't know what happened. It's soy. It's just a soy infusion. Maybe that is all those Californians. That's the only reasonable explanation, isn't it? I wanted to talk about one thing really quick involving Scarlett Johansson. 305. Yeah, okay, 305. Yeah, whatever. Svinstead says, you're awesome, but fuck you, Ryan. Thank you, Svinstead. I appreciate it. I know it's from the bottom of your heart. From the bottom of your heart. What is this? Fuck off, Ryan. What is that for? The San Antonio. I subbed you a while ago. My husband called you Angry Jeremy Jr. for the longest time. Yeah, if people thought that Jeremy was like an angry person, I don't know. They hadn't met me yet, that's for sure. Chet for $1. Thank you very much. Chet doesn't say anything, but I appreciate the super chat, Chet. That is awesome. Thank you so much. I wanted to talk about Scarlett Johansson really quick. Get that out of here. Here we go. And I might clip this out. I don't know yet. I've wanted to talk about this a little bit for a while because this saga continues to develop, you know? Excuse me. So the Scarlett Johansson versus Disney lawsuit has continued to evolve as more things come out. And exactly what Scarlett Johansson's team wanted to happen is happening because this is all about the PR. It's all about the public pressure that they feel that they can exert on Disney, regardless of whether there's any merit in the lawsuit, regardless as to what was actually in the contract, even though Scarlett Johansson's own lawsuit says, even though Scarlett Johansson's own lawsuit defines a widespread theatrical release, not an exclusive theatrical release. Nevertheless, they are suing Disney over Black Widow being released on streaming and in the theaters at the same time. Well, now Disney lawyer has some pretty harsh words for the Scarlett Johansson campaign. Disney lawyer Daniel Petrocelli calls Black Widow lawsuit an orchestrated PR campaign. And he's exactly right. It's literally exactly what this has been about. I said it from the beginning. I know it wasn't super popular in the beginning because everybody hates Disney. I fucking hate Disney. I hope they get screwed over. I hope both of these people get screwed over. But the bottom line is that if it was in the contract and they breached the contract, then yeah, they should be held accountable for it. But if it wasn't, then this is just some PR bullshit, some spin, and they're getting exactly what they wanted. After Scarlett Johansson sues Disney for breach of contract over Black Widow's same-day streaming release, what did we see happen? We saw Time's Up accuses Disney of making a gendered attack on Scarlett Johansson with its Black Widow lawsuit response. Why? A gendered attack? Literally nothing in their response had anything to do with gender. But these are the types of people that Scarlett Johansson and her team wanted on their side. And this is what they're getting. What happened the other day? SAG-AFTRA accuses Disney of gender shaming and bullying in Scarlett Johansson fight. Listen to this garbage. Listen to this woke nonsense. The president of SAG-AFTRA, which represents more than 160,000 actors and performers, criticized the response of the Burbank-based studio to Johansson's lawsuit over its release strategy of her Black Widow movie. Disney should be ashamed of themselves for resorting to tired tactics of gender shaming and bullying. Where in any Disney statement did they gender shame Scarlett Johansson? There was nothing in that response that had anything to do with her gender. But that's how everyone's playing it. That's how everyone's responding because that's what Scarlett Johansson wanted. Actors must be compensated for their work according to their contracts. Disney had no immediate response, but it's just woke group after woke group continues to come out and back Scarlett Johansson. Even people that just hate Disney are coming out and backing Scarlett Johansson, regardless of the letter of the law or the letter of her contracts. This is why Scarlett Johansson was setting this narrative before Black Widow. Scarlett Johansson explains why it's important to push the conversation around gendered superheroes. She was setting the tune then to make sure she had all the woke groups, all the virtue signalers, all the social justice warriors on her side. That is what they wanted, right? That is what they wanted. And that's what happened. So when Disney lawyer Daniel Petrocelli says it's an orchestrated PR campaign, there's going to be more people that come out and attack him and attack Disney saying, I can't believe you're going after Scarlett like that. But it's right. This lawsuit is meant to force a settlement. This lawsuit is meant to play out in the court of public opinion, not a court of law. And in that way, Scarlett Johansson is definitively winning, regardless of what the contracts say, because they have got the public and all these corporations and these woke virtue signalers firmly on the side of Scarlett Johansson. And it's, again, I just hope these two people or entities destroy each other. Mutual destruction is the best way that all of this can end. And we'll see what happens. I don't know. James Tiberius Kirk for $20, 20 Aussie dollars says, "G'day, Ryan from Australia. Just dropping in to say g'day and hope you're doing well, buddy. Have a beer on me." I will. It was a terrible Australian accent, but I tried my best. I will have a beer, and it won't be a Foster's because I know you guys don't actually like Foster's, right? That's what I've heard anyway. That Foster's is not Australian for beer. That you guys do not like Foster's. You consider it an abomination. But thank you very much for the Aussie super chat. James Tiberius Kirk. Vasidius for $10. Those judges in ScarJo's case have to get elected. I wouldn't want Disney funding my opponent. Don't mean to impinge, but certainly a factor. Oh, yeah, dude. Like, there's going to be a lot of factors in this. But I think that if it, if it goes to, if it goes to court and they open up Discovery, that can do a lot of things, man. Like, that can do a lot of things that Disney doesn't want to happen. So that's why I think they're going to settle. It's a pressure for them to settle. If you remember 2 weeks ago when this lawsuit initially came out, which didn't happen until Black Widow lost money. Don't forget, Black Widow lost money. But when the lawsuit initially came out, Scarlett Johansson was claiming up to $50 million in damages. There's no fucking way that is possible. Even if you include the highest possible numbers from Disney Plus, this movie still has not made a profit. So please explain to me, Scarlett Johansson, how you're claiming you're getting $50 million bonuses on a movie that has not made money yet. No one believes you if they've actually looked into it. And that's the thing. And that's why it's not about people looking into it. It's not about people reading the contract. It's not about people reading the court documents themselves, where the agreement states they agreed to a widespread theatrical release. The word exclusive was nowhere to be found in the agreement. And it was widespread. They even gave an example. They said widespread theatrical release, i.e. over 1,500 theaters. Yeah, it was released in 4,000 theaters. According to the presentation from Scarlett Johansson's own people, there's no breach of contract. Not even in that initial complaint. So, I don't like Disney. You guys can tell that. I've been bashing Disney this whole stream. Fuck Disney. And if they owe Scarlett Johansson money, if they did breach her contract, they should be punished for that. Even though I don't like Scarlett Johansson. But, come on, man. Like, you can't just fucking take a headline or a lawsuit that's filed at face value without looking into it at all. At least I don't think you should. At least I don't think you should. But that's just my opinion. What do I know? I agree, technical chat. Yeah. That's the thing. Like, they were saying, they're trying to say that the decision to put it on Disney Plus resulted in this movie not making over $1 billion. That's what they're trying to say. And that's not true. That's not factual. And I don't think this movie would have made $1 billion anyway. I think maybe in a perfect world, it would have made 800. In a perfect world. But they like take the averages of the top MCU movies and like say, oh, they're averaging $1.5 billion at the box office. Fuck off. There's no way this movie's up there with those. It's really stupid. All right. But we are one thing we are going to do, guys, is we got a couple of Streamlabs super chats, and then we're going to start wrapping it up because I have some stuff to do before we stream, and I got to hang out with my patrons and members and my locals people. So we got to wrap it up a little earlier than we normally would. So I do apologize for that. Bert for $5. Ryan, people from my village back home love your show. We're pulling money together to have a representative personally give you a gift at BoomerCon meetup in Vegas. It's a gift with one of your favorite athletes and a trading card. Drive safe, Ryan. Really? Well, that's fucking cool, man. I don't even know what to say, I guess. I just hope you're not fucking trolling me. It's fucking LeBron James. But yeah, that's incredible. I don't even really know how to respond to that. But thank you, Bert. I really appreciate it. I hope to see you there. I really do. Bob T. Narwhal for 5 says, YouTube won't let me super chat. I don't know. Just wanted to say my bad if I spoiled the movie for anyone. I just got excited by seeing someone do the right thing because unfortunately that just isn't normal nowadays. Fuck Disney and those employees. Yeah, we talked about it way early on in the stream. I thought Suicide Squad was a good movie. You know, I don't think it was fantastic, but I enjoyed it. I had fun watching it. Not every joke landed, but some of them did. And I would put it as a mid-tier DC movie. Now, that's not the kind of superhero movie I typically want to watch. I like the more epic feeling movies, right? Which is one of the reasons that I like, Man of Steel, why I like the Ultimate Edition of BVS. I would put this movie about the middle of the DCEU for me. I would put it below, Justice League that was recently released, Man of Steel, BVS Ultimate, and Wonder Woman. I'd put it below that for sure. But I would probably watch The Suicide Squad before I watched Birds of Prey for sure, a dog shit movie. Wonder Woman 84, dog shit movie. Suicide Squad theatrical, I'd put it above that. I would probably put it above Aquaman as well, and probably above Shazam. That's where I'd put it. So I think it was pretty good, and it's probably going to lose a lot of money for Warner Brothers based on these box office results. So I'm glad you liked it. I'm glad for all the people out there that did like it. It's not perfect, just the right time. Yeah, it's just a good movie. But anyway, let's all right, we're all caught up on Super Chats. We're caught up on Streamlabs. What should we plug something? We got 900 people watching. I'm gonna plug my fucking Instagram, because you get to see this fucking badass reel of me. That's why. You're going to get to see this badass reel of me. I'm going to plug you guys. Follow me on my Instagram. I'm going to put more shit up there from now on. Fuck. Here, let's refresh this real quick. Share the audio. We're going to plug Instagram. It is in the description somewhere. Because, of course, in Vegas, Jeremy is going to be there. Jeremy is going to get his ass fucking handed to him. All right? Is going to get his ass fucking handed to him in Vegas. Oh, man, look who liked that. That's interesting. R.I.P. Jeremy. It's already over, ladies and gentlemen. It's over, Jeremy.
My life be like, yeah. My life be like, yeah. Yeah. My life be like, yeah.
Yes, I do understand the irony of using a Christian rap song, which I don't think a lot of people know that that's what that song is. It's actually from a Christian rap group. That song just blew up. And flipping off Jeremy at the same time. I do understand that. I do understand that. I didn't hook that shit. I never fucking, well, I almost never hook. I'll almost always slice if I do. So I'm going to put that in the chat. You guys can follow me on Instagram. Because I never plug the Instagram as much as I probably should. It's just Ryan_Kinel. My Instagram. And I see Horror Amarada saying you can always plug me. I should plug Horror Amarada. Guys, Horror Amarada has a Twitch channel. Let's see if I can share it for you guys. Since she kind of asked. She kind of asked. Horror Amarada. I think it's all one word, isn't it? 752 followers, where she plays some video games. Sometimes she talks about politics or pop culture, shit like that. Go follow her. Go follow Horror Amarada on Twitch, please. Jump shot vid next. I promise you, you're gonna see me shooting. You're gonna see me shooting. I guarantee that. A couple more super chats came in though, guys. The Nerdporeal Lifeform for 5. What are you planning to do when you get to Vegas? I'm going to check out the Trek convention and try to meet up with everyone 3 more days. Yes, 3 more days. I'll be honest, I don't see myself going to the Trek convention. I don't know if YouTube is censoring me, will not let me put it in super chat. Well, sometimes if you're trying to swear or whatever, like if you're going to say fuck that or say retard or something like that, sometimes YouTube won't let you. So sorry about that though. I don't see myself going to the convention, but I guess we'll see. Gruntilda von Bigglesworth for $5. Sup, Ryan? Have a great time and slay something, okay? Okay, I will. Thank you for the super chat. Blue-Eyed Scorpio for $2 says, will you be my friend on Instagram? You message me on Instagram all the time. All the time. Look at Adam Krigler in the chat. I just came by to smash the motherfucking like button. What's up, buddy? Good to see Adam here. Actually, I just had a little bit of my Krigler coffee the other day. So shout out to Adam Krigler and Krigler Coffee for sending me some of that. I'm not haven't been a huge coffee guy, but I'm starting to get into it, which is really good for multiple reasons. But thanks to Adam for sending me that to my P.O. box. I really do appreciate it, man. And Adam Krigler in the house. In the house. All right, let me check Streamlabs really quick one more time. $2 from Eric Winberg says, enjoy Vegas. I will, Eric. I will. All right, guys. Let's do the fucking intro. We're not going to do anything fancy. Let's just do the intro as the outro. I will talk to you later. Peace.